Okay, guys, and we're live. Welcome to a Mickey Stock stream. It's going to be only me today. I am Daniel, one of the traders in the Mickey Stocks trading company. Um, as I'm noticing, guys, it's going to be a fun week today. Before we get started, it's going to be only me, Daniel, today. Don't worry, I have a little bit of education and knowledge in the financial field. But before we get started, I want to say that let's get started with that intro. Anyway, here we go. Okay, guys, thank you for being patient with me. As we get the stream started today. So before I get started, I wanted to do like a mini education lesson on trading tools, and we will have some more content in the future. But for you guys wondering, okay, how do I follow what you guys are doing in the pre-market show? I'm going to show you right away. So you go to TradingView. This is my account, but you can make an account for free. You don't have to pay for it. You can if you want to, but I recommend if you're starting out to use TradingView. Okay, so you have the charts, the markets, the screeners, etc. Focus right now on the charts, and then we have here's the chart. As you guys can see, mine is a little bit customized than yours is going to be, but the standard chart is pretty nice. And I have drawing tools, time frames, and name. So let's take a look at the SPY, and bam, SPY. And here I can reset. I can it's a great tool. Personally, I don't think TradingView is for me, but for beginners, I really recommend it. So before I break down the market today, let's talk about, and by the way, guys, I'm gonna give you some secrets today on how we do things behind the scenes. So we have some trade agreements between Europe and the US. This is really, affecting Boeing. So we're gonna look at Boeing because the Europe and the U.S. have agreed to stop fighting over aircraft subsidies. So BA is moving in the pre-market supposedly. So we see that BA had this nice trend. I don't know if it's a trend, but it's definitely a movement upwards. I had a lot of chop. It could have been buy the rumor, sell the news. So let's see how the market opens up. Um, 5 minutes in the pre-market. In the pre-market, we have a lot of chop. That's because Boeing is an institutional name. So after the first 30 minutes of trading, and maybe even a nice opening range breakout. So let's see how Boeing goes on during the day. But yeah, um, we have Oracle earnings. I believe Oracle is what ORC. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, ORCL. See, guys, I'm not perfect. We have the Federal Reserve meeting on Wednesday. Now, the Federal Reserve is the central bank of the U.S., and they have their open market activities where they basically do all kinds of things to support keeping inflation in check and supporting high employment. So we're going to see that announcement. That gives us a lot of data coming out, like a lot, and I'm not going to cover that data, but I will cover it in the streams afterwards. I'm actually debating right now into what should I put my currency into euros or shekels or dollars, and nobody really knows what the Fed's gonna do. So, yep, or I'll see earnings, and we have Love, Southwest Airlines, Boeing, and Love are gonna be in play today. I used to trade Boeing and all these companies so much. I actually had one of my funniest trades on BA. Data dump. Oh yeah, we have the reserve currency of the world, as someone calls it, BTC. Crypto. See, BTC USD, the reserve currency of the world. What is that doing today? Let's see. It has broke 40,000. So everyone's arguing if I don't know if the bear market is over. Personally, I don't really care. Um, I just want to start trading again. So let's see. I'm waiting for my new account, and then we have crude on the Iranian elections. So let's get started at looking at the markets. So we have SPY. SPY is trading at all-time highs. Um, I'm gonna mark you guys some levels. We obviously have the all-time high level. So as you guys can see, my drawing tool. Here we go. Definitely all-time high is level. We have another support around 418, which is very clearly another level. And there's nowhere to go from here. So I mean, the market could easily go higher and then reverse. The market could, let's see. Market could go higher and then reverse, or all kinds of other things we can do. But in general, sorry, my drawing is terrible. Sorry, guys. I try to be artsy. You see, Mickey, you leave me one day by myself, and I destroy the chart, man. I destroy it really badly. So we see how the all-time highs. The market is trading near all-time highs, no, at all-time highs, and nice support at 418. Another support level, if the market reverses, it's easily going to be 410, 411-ish. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart, it's mostly the same. I mean, look, nobody knows where the market's going to go. On the 1-hour chart, same. Market's in a consolidated range. It is slightly above, and it is above at all-time highs, but still, market isn't perfect. Let's look at the QQQ. Man, the QQQ is a strong removed. Okay, daily chart. Guys, remember, always start at the highest time frame and bring it downwards because highest time frame has the most effect because institutions like to use higher time frames because when you have a lot of money, you trade for higher time frames as well as the higher the time frame, the more traders that are involved. In general, a really good trade is a trade on multiple time frames. So as we can see, we had this resistance at all-time highs and the QQQ broke by. We have this large bar. We have this nice uptrend. This was a good swing trade. I will say this, that I think it will go a little bit higher than reverse. That's my 2 cents, but I don't really care. We have some support at 435, but even earlier, I think you could say that there's support at 338 or 340. So let's break it down to the lower time frames. Lower time frames, more or less the same. Again, markets are kind of sidewaying on the Fed news, so let's see how that happens. Now, how do I find the hot list? I'm gonna show you how to do it today. So you have watch list and details, alerts, news, data window, and hot list. So let's find some names. AMC is, oh wow, AMC is up 457. AMC on the daily chart. We have some nice levels here, and honestly, it's pretty good. AMC. We're trying to break against 60. 60 is that significant number. Everybody's arguing if the shorts quiz is over or not. Personally, I don't really care. I'm not trading anyway. I'm changing accounts, so in the meantime, I'm kind of frozen out. But we have a nice level of at 60, then support at 50, and then another support around 40 on the daily chart. Personally, AMC is going to be probably really chaotic, probably really choppy. Go down in size when trading this and make sure you're really, prepared to lose because this thing can go chaotic. Personally, I don't like these names, but I mean, on the 5-minute chart in the pre-market, it's doing nicely actually in the pre-market. Like in the 5-minute chart, we have it's really it can really easily break 58 and then skyrocket. We have a nice accumulation going on here. We had this nice downtrend to the VWAP, but I think we can see a nice breakout at 58.50. You could have your stop, but I want to see more of a developed structure in a sense. Structure, a fancy word, before I get into a trade here. I'm not getting into a trade. Wasn't Wish a recent IPO? No. Everyone's talking about how Wish is a good value. People are moving money to China, which is pretty funny. Daily chart, Wish. Let's reset the chart. Oh wow, that is not a nice thing I like to see. I don't want to be involved in Wish for a swing trade, but maybe on a day trade. Since let's see, uh, UNS, AAPL, Apple. I was talking about Apple as a nice play because Apple was being a little delayed, and that was a really nice swing trade. Why the hell did we miss that? Oh, I don't have an account. Daily. Let's see, daily. So we have Apple daily. Okay. Look. If the market goes higher, obviously Apple will go higher, and Apple is the most traded name out there. So let's see how this works out. As you guys can see so far, I put levels on 127 and 130. We have this wide range bar, and I think because there's such a wide range bar, there's gonna be some profit taking. Yeah, because if you made money here, you're not gonna wait for this to go. There's gonna be a pullback. So let's see what happens. I don't know what to do, guys. Like nobody knows what's gonna happen regarding the Fed. I don't say don't close all your trades, but be prepared for something to reverse psychologically. Have that preparedness in mind. Um, Apple. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. Yeah, pullback's already starting. Pullback is already starting. And yeah, this is a 200 SMA, I believe. So easily a pullback to the 200 SMA. Institutions love the 200 SMA. And then we can have also the 8 EMA here on the 4-hour chart, on the hour chart. Yeah, 5 minute. Let's see. Yeah, we have the stock in a range. It could easily just pop up, and then opening range breakout, pop up. Reverse downwards, and then make new lows. Again, I'm not a prophet. But I don't know. I don't see the future. That's the beauty of trading. We don't have to see the future. We have to look at current market and decide based on the current market. Based on the current market, we have to decide what's going to happen and make an educated hypothesis or an educated guess, and then manage the trade correctly. And by having a large pool of trades, statistically speaking, we're in our favor. That's how we make money in this business, not by predicting the future, but by having a large pool of risk and having controlled risk. I'm not really seeing much on my list today. Market's kind of quiet ahead of the Federal Reserve. I'm also kind of exhausted, guys. But Daniel's lesson of the day is going to be a couple of things. A, TradingView is a great tool. Be careful ahead of the Fed. Now, we know that inflation in the US is getting really high, so the Fed will have to act. I don't know if they're going to act. They should act, but it's been a crazy couple of years. So let's see what happens. We're definitely going to cover it after the fact. We'll talk about it a lot on Thursday. But until then, guys, take care. Sorry, allergies. And trade safe. Thank you.